A friend of the Duke of Sussex voiced his youthful dreams, but judging by recent events, the likelihood that they will turn into reality tends to zero. Prince Harry's much ballyhooed spare part book has been stirring up the public for days, providing more and more details about Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan's lives. However, this is far from the first edition that told Ahmed Scobie, and Caroline Durand's book, In Search of Freedom, was one of the first to show the circumstances that led to the misunderstanding between the Sussex and Windsors, and also described the failed plans and dreams of Her Majesty's grandson. The most interesting of these concerns his son Archie. According to some accounts, the prince had always dreamed of a large close-knit family. Prince Harry once told his friend that he would like to marry and spend time with William and Kate, be friends as couples, and have their children be best friends. In fact, many noted that Harry was close not only to his brother, but also to his wife. So far, the situation does not seem close to the voiced ideal. The Cambridges continue to perform royal duties, raising their children with a sense of duty to the nation, while the Sussexes have retreated to Montecito to live a private life. That the 9,000 miles separating them are not conducive to a truce between the brothers, say all the experts. The relationship between the sons of the Prince of Wales began to upset with the appearance of Meghan. According to the authors of Seeking Freedom, the Cambridges never visited the Sussexes in Oxfordshire, despite the invitation, which was in force from May 2018 to March 2019. Apparently, during that same period, Prince Harry began to find the idea of exclusive intimacy with his brother less appealing, increasingly in need of space to relax. Everywhere you turn, you're surrounded by employees and family members. He had been working with his brother for too long, doing charity work with his brother and living with him, Scobie and Durand told the source. It was too much. Now the Duke of Sussex got the much-desired space for independence, but in the end he had to sacrifice his youthful dream. His son and daughter are growing up away from the British kin, and are unlikely to get close to their cousins in the future, unless the situation radically changes. Over the 70 years of her reign, Elizabeth II has given many inspirational speeches that have been a ray of hope for millions of people around the world. Elizabeth II was a bastion of wisdom. She was listened to, her opinions were important, and her speeches were picked apart. In her 70 years in power, the Queen made public appearances on more than one occasion. In her words, people found comfort, hope, through them turned to simple truths, and began to believe in something good, bright, eternal. Many ask the question, how to become happy? After living a long life, Elizabeth II has deduced a prescription. Over the years, those who seem to me the happiest, most contented and satisfied, have always turned out to be those who lived the most open and unselfish life, the Queen once said. It is hard to argue with her words. The desire to live according to one's conscience, to do good, to help one's neighbor, to give back, all this is sure to boomerang. And sometimes many times over. Verified by Elizabeth II. The Dukes of Sussex were persona non grata after scandalous allegations. Meghan Markle, 41, and Prince Harry, 38, were not on the guest list of the traditional BAFTA dinner. The former American actress and British prince attacked members of the royal family in a Netflix documentary. More fuel was added to the fire by Harry's memoir Spare. Revelations of the Dukes of Sussex have brought them not only multi-million-dollar royalties, but also additional popularity, though with a minus sign. For example, BAFTA representatives in Los Angeles refused to invite Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to the traditional dinner before the award ceremony. The main event of the British show business in Hollywood took place the night before at the Four Seasons Hotel in Beverly Hills. The organizers of the star-studded party deliberately did not include the disgraced monarchy couple on the guest list. Meghan and Harry were not welcome to the event. Their nominations were rejected. We decided that their presence was a terrible idea, that it would have been a PR disaster, the insider reported. It turned out that the Dukes of Sussex did not receive an invitation to the soirée at the behest of the prestigious awards London management. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle sharply criticized senior members of the monarchy, King Charles III, his wife Camilla Parker Bowles, as well as Kate Middleton and Prince William in a documentary and book. At the same time, BAFTA has closed ties with Buckingham Palace. The royals regularly appear at the British equivalent of the Oscars. The American team was reminded that Harry's nemesis, his older brother Prince William, is the president of BAFTA. So for them to roll out a red carpet in front of Harry and his wife would be like setting off a nuclear bomb. That's not an option. Any interviews would go viral. Any negativity about William would be devastating. The main event of the British Academy of Film and Television Arts in California invited nominees, participants and guests to the awards. It's a uniquely elegant gathering. The party has a long tradition of recognizing the very best director talent and is hugely popular with nominees looking for a respite from the busy awards season, the organization said on its website. Cate Blanchett, Kate Hudson and other stars appeared at this year's social occasion. The Duke of Sussex was 12 years old at the time of his mother's death. Prince Harry, 38, is still painfully experiencing the tragedy with Princess Diana. Diana Spencer died in a car accident in Paris on August 31, 1997. She was only 36 years old, her eldest son William was 15, and Harry was 12. The disgraced representative of the British monarchy promotes his memoirs under the title Spare. He spoke out about the events of those days in a primetime television interview with Tom Bradby on ITV. The accident occurred when the driver of the car Lady Di was in was trying to get away from the paparazzi chasing them. Prince Harry said he didn't immediately believe what happened. He demanded that his private secretary show photos of the accident as evidence to make sure his mother was dead. His assistant produced the most sparing footage, shielding the teenager from the details of the horrific crash. The thought of her being taken away and that William and I were now motherless was something I just couldn't understand. I heard people talking about the fact that there were pictures. By this point, I began to understand the involvement of the paparazzi stalking her. To this day I will be forever grateful to Jamie for showing me what he thought I needed to see. But he deleted what he thought I didn't need to see. I don't know where I would be now if I had seen what I wanted to see, what I demanded to see, Harry expressed. The youngest son of King Charles III and the late Princess Diana said that in the images he saw the reflection of all the paparazzi in the window. He said the thought of them photographing his mother as she was dying still hurts him. I saw her blonde hair fall to the back of the seat. There were other pictures that probably showed my mother's face and blood. And I believe those were the ones Jamie deleted. And I'm grateful to him for that. I was looking for proof that it really happened, that it was true. But I was also looking for something that might have hurt, because at that point I was still pretty distrustful of the whole thing. The Duke of Sussex admitted that there have been several occasions in his life when he miraculously avoided accidents because of paparazzi who jumped on the hood of the car, blocking his view. I physically couldn't see anything. When you've actually experienced what you assume my mother's driver was experiencing at the time, it's really hard to understand how some people came to the conclusions of that night, and that the people who were responsible got away with it, Meghan Markle's husband added. A 38-year-old representative of the British monarchy has made new revelations. Prince Harry defended Meghan Markle, 41, who has been hurt by the royal family. The Duke of Sussex made the sensational claims in a 90-minute interview with Tom Bradby for ITV. The conversation took place as part of the promotion of Harry's memoir, The Spare. The youngest son of King Charles III and the late Princess Diana, said members of the monarchy helped tarnish his and Meghan Markle's reputation by forcing them to move to the United States and have shown no willingness to reconcile. Some family members decided to get in bed with the devil to smear me and Meghan. They are guilty of complicity, pain and suffering caused to my wife. They are rapists. Harry reported. The disgraced prince noted that he doesn't think the royal family members are racists, but he said they are guilty of unconscious bias. Kate Middleton and Prince William, according to Harry, stereotyped Meghan as a biracial American actress. This meant that she was not initially welcomed as royalty. The Duke of Sussex spoke out about Meghan's relationship with the Prince and Princess of Wales. They didn't really get along from day one. There were a lot of different reasons, but, look, I had high hopes for the idea of performing with William and Kate. I thought the four of us, it would bring me and William closer together, we could meet and work together. I was often like a third extra for them, it was fun, but a little awkward at times. I don't think they expected me to be in a relationship with someone like Meghan, who, you know, had a very successful career. Well, American actress, divorced, biracial, there's different sides to that. There were a lot of stereotypes in the beginning that I was guilty of, too. The stereotyping of Meghan, partly by William and Kate, created a barrier for the family, not allowing them to welcome her, Harry confessed. The fugitive prince also got a beating from his stepmother, Queen Consort Camilla. The Duke called her a dangerous woman and a villain who needed to rehabilitate her image after the tragedy with Princess Diana. Meghan Markle's husband said he felt happy after they laid down their royal powers and settled in California with their two children, 3-year-old Archie and 1-year-old Lilibeth. However, Harry still believes there can be reconciliation with his family when loved ones begin to take responsibility for their actions.